Hey, what's going on? I am Roy Browning. This is John Walney. And today we're going to talk about how to be a great dad in the year 2020, or really any year.
Yes.
All right, so earlier we talked about preparing versus protection. And before we move away from that a little bit, I just kind of want to get your perspective on some things. I mean, in today's day and age, there are so many people, there are so many things as a parent that we worry about for our kids.
Sure.
We don't need to go into any of these topics. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go into any of these topics. But as we think about things like human trafficking and cyberbullying and just the inappropriate things that can accidentally happen online, we have to tell them about these things so that they know that they exist, so that they're not caught in a situation where they just don't know what's going on.
Sure.
What is your perspective on this area specifically of protecting and preparing your kids in this day and age?
Yeah, great question. I mean, I think it first and foremost for me goes to the fact that, recognize that parenting can be frightening, okay? It can definitely be times of, oh my gosh, like, this child's life is in my hands, so to speak, and what does it look like? For my wife and I, we have to fall back to, okay, who is our Heavenly Father? Who are we putting our trust in, and what truth are we looking at to guide us? Okay, so from that perspective, that's what gives us comfort in that way. But also at the same time, I would often look at it as, okay, if our children, maybe let's liken them to like a plant that we're going to have inside the house. So, I've heard this said before. We're going to take care of that plant. We're going to nurture that plant. Okay, we're going to have those conversations as appropriate as they get older to work through those kind of things. And some might say, oh, you're overprotecting this, overprotecting that. But in a sense, I would answer yes to that, because I think I want to make sure. Remember, my goal here is I'm shepherding this child's heart. I'm trying to get them to a place of growth and safety. Okay, and in order to do that, it takes intentionality in that protection area. So likening it to a plant inside, and then when it's ready, okay, we're gonna plant that outside, so to speak, and allow them to grow through that.
So as we roll into this topic, what do you think about that? Building a relationship with your kids, building trust so that they'll tell you anything that's going on, and so that you can coach and lead and guide them in that any situation that they're going through.
Yeah, very, very, very good. I think first and foremost, it's again going back to that idea of it's a privilege and a responsibility to raise a child, and that privilege part I think comes in to a certain degree in I get to have a relationship with this kiddo. And what a cool thing. I mean, I remember when our first child was born, and just the delight and excitement in that way, and also some fear there, but then how that relationship grows over time, and then, okay, kiddo number 2, and you move on kiddo number 3. Developing special relationships with each of your children is vital to that relationship building and building that level of trust where okay, is it going to be perfect? No. Take perfection off the table, right? But you're going to take time. And again, it's that intentionality. The more you take and intentionally building that relationship, it's going to develop that level of trust where, hey, you know what, you're just going out, you're getting Starbucks, you're having fun, whatever, and then, okay, then maybe you're having a conversation, in the house, and you're working through some really tough things, but as you take the time to build those relationships, the fruit comes from that. And again, it's not perfect, but you have to put your mindset on, okay, longer view, what am I doing? Part of that reality is I want to have a deep relationship with our kiddos. I want to be the house where all the kids are coming. I want to have those conversations because, like you said, and I think it's perfect, this is the area in which I want them to practice and learn as we're shepherding and training them. And as they step out there, because that's what we want to do, we want to launch them out there and to give them that opportunity.